Hi, everybody. This is Zechariah Brewer. The kids call me Brother Zeke, and just wanted to go ahead and do my open house video. I apologize for it being late. I have recently returned from being away for a month with the National Guard, but it's all good. It wasn't a bad trip. I really enjoyed my time there. And more than that, though, I'm more excited to be back here. So, those of you who are unaware what all I'm involved with here, I teach 8th grade English and reading, 9th grade English 1, 11th grade ACT prep study hall. And that's most of what I've been involved with as far as being involved in the school is concerned. The best way to get in contact with me, Zechariah_Brewer at homachristianschool.com. Please pay attention because I know there's a multitude of different spellings for Zechariah out there. So Zechariah_Brewer at homachristianschool.com is, again, the best way to get in touch with me here through the school. Or if you just want to leave me a message and I'll give you a call back, that's fine. And if you would like me to set up a Google Meet with you and with your student outside of school hours, please just let me know. That would be easy to do. Usually here in the afternoons anyway, and I'm not a coach of any sport, so that gives me a lot of free time to be able to do that. All right. About me, this is my 11th year of teaching. I've taught a variety of things throughout my time in school, in the teaching arena. I've taught middle school, high school, college. I've taught, here at Home Christian School. Of course, this is my first year, but I was at Ellender before this for 8 years straight, and I did teach a variety of topics there. A lot of y'all know my wife, Miss Jill. Jill used to teach kindergarten here at Home Christian in 6th grade. She also taught at Living Word Nursery and at the Mother's Day Out class. We've got 3 wonderful children, and I'm always excited to share more about them. You may have heard me mention a minute ago that I was out for hurricane duty. That was with the Louisiana Air National Guard, and I appreciate everybody's support during that time. We are members of the church City of Refuge over in Gretna. We live here on the east side, and that's where we go to churches out there. I've got a lot of variety of hobbies. The number one hobby, of course, is being dad and husband, but as I get the opportunity to do other things, these are some things that I enjoy doing as well. All right. Okay, so for Google Classroom, if you want updates, if you want regular updates from Google Classroom on what your son or daughter is doing in our class, you can check with me, send me an email, and I will enroll you. I will put you in for that. It will send you a request to verify that you want to be enrolled. And after you do that, you'll be able to receive an update. You can choose daily or weekly with those updates, and it will let you know which assignments your student has not completed. Now, it does not update you when a grade is posted. It doesn't do any of that stuff. And of course, what is in Google Classroom is not the official final grade, but it is an indication of what your student is going to be earning. So everything I do is through Google Classroom. So that's the way that I keep things organized. All right. As far as turning in work is concerned, what you can do is go into your students' Google Classroom classes for each of their classes, not just mine, but anybody's. Click on the View All on the left side under the Stream tab, and that will show you everything that they have either completed, missed, that is upcoming. If it is not complete, but it is not yet due, it will say assigned. If they have done it and I have not yet graded it, it will say turned in. It will let you know if they've turned it in late. If there's a grade attached to it, it will tell you 9 out of 10, 15 out of 20, whatever the case may be. This is one standardized way to keep me from losing papers, to keep students from losing papers, losing work, losing a flash drive, getting erased from a computer, whatever the case may be. Everything they do on Google Drive gets saved on Google Drive immediately, and that's docs, slides, anything else they create using Google Drives. Tests will still be on paper. Virtual students will still need to come to class, come to campus on those days to take care of that. But if you want to know exactly where your child stands, click on that View All under their classes. And of course, you've got to get them to log in for that in order to be able to look at it together. All right. For 8th grade, we are currently in The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. We have the Young Readers Edition. If you did not purchase the Young Readers Edition, that's okay. It's going to have more information than the Young Readers Edition, but it's going to leave out a few things that the author and the co-authors may have, originally deemed less appropriate for younger audiences. It has a few more graphic descriptions of certain things. So, with that in mind, the page numbers would be a little bit different, and other such stuff like that. Also, if you got a different edition of it. But bottom line, if the words are in there, the story's going to be in there, and you're good. So, check out the hiding place. We also do vocabulary from the novel, and I'm really excited about this novel because it is a Holocaust novel. It is a Holocaust narrative, but it's not one you're going to find in your public schools. You're not going to find it out there because it's from a Christian perspective. Corrie ten Boom, you can look her up. She's had some great messages to share. After her time, she spent her whole life dedicated it to missions. And I love giving the students the opportunity to see things from a Christian perspective. So this is definitely one that I'm looking forward to. In 8th grade, we also do grammar for writing. Grammar for writing is just where we go over various things, everything from the parts of speech to proper uses, capitalization, punctuation, how to write a paper, etc. All right. We'll also go over various literary topics such as point of view, character, theme, mood, other things that you will find in a novel. 9th grade, English 1. We have The Giver by Lois Lowry is where we currently are. We will also be reading Romeo and Juliet, The Odyssey, and The Bronze Bow. So all of these novels you will find in the website, the Home Christian School website. It has a novel list. It gives you the exact ISBN number to purchase that I will be using so that your students can be on track with me. We have the vocabulary workshop level D is what we'll be using. We also do, we do one of those every couple of weeks as we work our way through it. And we also have various literary topics, point of view, character, theme, mood, and other such stuff like that we cover. And of course, I like doing this, being able to show this story from a Christian perspective, being able to look at it because they'd get The Giver in 8th or 9th grade at various other schools. Same with Romeo and Juliet and The Odyssey. And I want to teach students how to look at that from that perspective. 11th grade ACT Prep Study Hall, their grades are going to be based on completion. So, you don't have to score an 18 or 24 or 36 on the ACT subtest in order to get an A in this class. Completion is what we're doing because I want students to learn. I'm also going to challenge students to take the ACT this year so that they can know how much they improved by the end of their senior year in order to be able to get into whichever college they'd like to get into. All right. So I'll be taking the ACT as well. Yes, as a 38-year-old, I'll be taking the ACT so that they can know that I'm in this with them. And I want to improve myself and as much as I want to improve them. Okay. We'll be using the math and science reasoning text until Christmas break. After that, we'll do English and reading throughout the spring semester. Your grades for this class will be sample tests and then the chapter work, all the different chapter work we do within the book divided in two. And again, that's just a completion issue. Once we do that, we'll be good. So overall, again, my passion for this class, for teaching this class is at this age especially, students are learning who they are, and I want to help them understand their identity in Christ. All right. With that, I want to help them understand what do they believe, why do they believe it, how do they express what they believe, how to look at everything from a Christian perspective, especially literature, to be able to engage with others who have not learned things from a Christian perspective, to be able to look at Romeo and Juliet or the Odyssey, even though these are not necessarily Christian stories, and to be able to look at them from a Christian perspective. What does the Bible say about the different things that are addressed in these books? And most of all, how can I, as the teacher, challenge their perspective? Every good teacher movie I've seen is about challenging the student's perspective, whether that's Dead Poet Society or Freedom Riders or whatever the case may be. All of these were in the interest of challenging the student's perspective, and that's the number one thing that I'd like to do. So look forward to hearing from y'all. Contact me with whatever questions you have. I am back, and so I'm available, fully available to anything y'all may need. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch.